Your AI content is not ranking because it sounds like AI content. Google doesn't have a penalty toggle that says AI equals bad. But what it does have is a very clear picture of what low quality content looks like. And right now, most AI output hits almost every signal on that list. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to humanize AI-written SEO content without tanking your rankings in the process. So we're gonna cover what Google's actually penalizing, which humanizing edits helps versus hurt, and how to run a repeatable process that actually scales. Now, I want to be clear with a thing everybody gets wrong. What is Google actually penalizing? If there's one thing for sure, Google has been public about this. It is not targeting AI content. What it is targeting content that is unhelpful, unoriginal, or written for search engines instead of people. The problem is that the default output of most AI writing tools checks all three of those boxes at once. It's generic, it mirrors whatever the top ranking articles are already saying, and it's structured around keywords, not around what the actual reader needs. And so that's the real risk, not the fact that a machine wrote it. So when you go to humanize that content, your job is not just to make it sound less robotic. Your job is to make it genuinely more useful. So here are the 5 things you need to fix in AI content before it's ready to publish. Number 1 is that generic structure. AI tools almost always produce the same exact skeleton. Introduction, 3 to 5 headers, and a conclusion with a call to action. And that structure exists because the model was trained on content that already was ranking. So it's just averaging the top 10 results together to give you its output. So the fix is to lead with your own angle. Ask yourself what this article would look like if a real expert with an opinion wrote it, not just a content generator. Also, I want to say if you're liking this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Number 2, missing firsthand experience. Google's quality rater guidelines put massive weight on something called experience. If you're familiar with the EEAT framework, it's a part of that as well. After all, AI cannot have experience. It has never used your product, visited your location, or made the mistake your reader is trying to avoid or fix. So what you have to do is inject that. And that could be with a real example, a personal result, or a specific number from your own data. Even just one sentence of genuine first-person detail changes how the whole piece reads. Number 3, flat hedging language. Read any raw AI draft and count how many times you see phrases like, "it's important to note," "in conclusion," "it is worth mentioning." Those phrases exist because the model is doing what's known as hedging. You see, it doesn't have any conviction, and readers and quality raters can feel that. So what you want to do is cut out every single one of those. Instead, replace them with direct statements. Now, number 4, no original data or sources. AI content tends to make claims without citations, or worse, it cites things that don't exist. Either way, whichever one, you are exposed. So make sure to swap in real citations from primary trusted sources. Even better, add a statistic or data point that only you have access to and you know is true and can be proved. That right there is different content by definition because no other article can replicate it. Number 5, AI detection signals. Now, even if your content passes a human read, tools like Phrasely can tell you exactly how much of it still reads as machine generated. Using the tool, Phrasely gives you a specific score and highlights the specific sentences that are still being flagged as AI. And in a workflow sense, that is huge because instead of guessing, you know exactly where to focus your edits on. And I want to be clear, it's not about tricking an AI detector. It's about using the detector as a proxy for the same patterns that Google systems are trained to spot. Now, let's talk about the humanizing edits that people think are helping, but it's actually making things worse. The biggest mistake I see is what I call padding the draft. Someone takes a 600-word AI article and it feels a little too short, so they add 3 paragraphs of general background that anybody could find on Wikipedia. Remember, word count is not a quality signal, but usefulness is. Adding low-value content to hit a word count target can actually dilute the topical relevance of the page. The second mistake is over-optimizing after the edit. After humanizing, some people go back through and manually reinsert keywords they think got lost in the rewrite. If your keyword density is suddenly spiking after humanization, that is a red flag. Google has been penalizing keyword stuffing for over a decade. They are not just going to be stopping today. Third mistake, skipping the originality path. Humanizing the tone is not the same as making the content original. If your AI draft just reorganized what 5 other articles are already saying, fixing the voice doesn't solve the underlying problem. You need to have at least one angle, one insight, or one piece of information that is genuinely yours. So here's the process that I recommend, and it's designed to be repeatable at scale. Step 1 is to run the draft through Phrasely before you touch anything. This will give you a baseline score and identify which sections are flagging the highest. So it's actually telling you where the editing time is actually needed. Step 2 is to inject your experience layer. Before you rewrite a single sentence for tone, go through and mark every claim that needs a real example, a real number, or a real attribution. Always make sure to add those in first, because that right there is your substance pass. More importantly, that's the part that actually moves the needle when it comes to EEAT. Step 3, do the language edit. Now you want to go ahead and rewrite for your own brand voice and unique voice. That means to cut out the hedging phrases, varying your sentence length, and also adding in a more direct opinion where AI was sitting on the fence and didn't really make one. Step 4, run detection again. After doing all this process, if you're still seeing a section being flagged as high, that section just needs more rewriting, not more specific AI padding. Once you have a good score, move on to step 5. Do your SEO hygiene check. This is where you confirm your title tag, meta description, internal links, and your heading structure. When it comes to the SEO fundamentals, make sure to separate that from the humanization work, because humanization is about quality and the SEO hygiene is more about the structure. So now, with all of that being said, here is the bottom line. AI content can rank, because the sites that are winning with AI content right now are not the ones that are publishing the most. They're the ones doing the work to make that output genuinely good and valuable to the reader. That means structure that takes a real angle, experience that only you can provide, language that sounds like a person with conviction, and citations that are actually real. And this is why I love a tool like Phrasely. It makes the detection and humanization side of that process extremely fast. You can try it for free with a link below. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.